OMG.
Hello. Today I'm going to bring you guys a little bit of a blast from my past here because some people actually were trying to get into my past and claim I went certain ways with my life because of people. Let's just say that. Um, we're going to go right here on Atari. Atari was the first game console that I was introduced to. My family had one, and we had a lot of games for it, and I tried to play a whole bunch of them. Not all of them would were like friendly for me. I was a really, really little kid, and I couldn't really get it to work myself, and I had to kind of, you know, get help. One of them was, Space Invaders, I think I played a lot of, and Pong. Um, then I moved to friends' houses. We played Nintendo, and I really wanted a Nintendo, right? But I never actually got a Nintendo. I actually got a Sega Genesis. And Sega Genesis was actually really good. I played a lot of really good games like Sketchin', Sonic, lots of really, really good games, like beautiful, amazing games. Like I wish I could like bring you guys to the gaming experience that I had with Sega Genesis. Just absolutely amazing. I eventually upgraded to PlayStation. Now, why am I skipping over Nintendo? I actually never really owned a Nintendo. I bought one like way later in life, but I never really played it that much. And really, I only played Nintendo at my friends' houses for the most part. I ended up moving to PlayStation after a Sega Genesis. I had a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2 and I think a PlayStation 3, and then eventually I swapped to an Xbox. Now, in PlayStation world, I kind of just rented games and game and game and game and game and game. I pretty much rented a lot of games. Even Sega, the family video would allow you to rent Sega Genesis games around where I lived. So I I went to family video a lot during this era, even into the Xbox era, and eventually I got in onto the internet and I started playing games like Halo online, and I was introduced into Major League Gaming. Now, I myself haven't made it to Major League Gaming. I'm not like a pro. I wasn't a pro gamer at the time. Instead, I was introduced into battle, um, game battles. My bad. Game battles, and that was similar to MLG. It was kind of like the semi-pro circuit, or just like the anybody can be in game battles. MLG and game battles were like connected at the time, like as you see right here. If you went pro enough on game battles, you could make it to Major League Gaming and become a pro gamer in the games that you went to. Now, I did this because of Halo mostly at the start because I was really good and I just felt like I wanted to get better and practice more. I started playing Call of Duty and Gears of War as well, and I started doing game battles. Um, I I got first place on game battles in Call of Duty for the first time ever on a leaderboard, as far as I remember, on Call of Duty with a clan name called Jugaholics under the name or under the name Bomber Theory Mob or something like that, or OMG Bomber, I can't remember. Bomber has always been my tag ever since PlayStation 1. So Armored Core 2 is where I chose Bomber. Now let me tell you, MLG rules are on game battles, and I played MLG rules exclusively in Halo and Call of Duty and Gears of War and everything. Basically, changed the map settings and where the weapons are and what kind of weapon settings and everything. All around the MLG variants, I pretty much only played MLG variants, and eventually MLG started to sponsor and showcase World of Warcraft. And World of Warcraft, I was just like, I would never play that game. That's what I thought. And MLG changed my ideas with that, where I was like, yeah, let's go play World of Warcraft. Um, I'm gonna play World of Warcraft. I did. I downloaded it. I sucked. I was probably one of the worst experiences I ever had is sucking at World of Warcraft. I was probably, negative elo. Like if you start at 1200, I was like 900 or 1000 elo. Like I was just super massively bad, like bronze. Like you would not understand. Like this was a completely different game that I did not develop logistics on how to play it. It was all about positioning and then skill uses, and well, there was so much skill and so much to do in the game. Um, and I took off in that game. I started getting lessons. I started training. I started becoming very, very good at this game, and I aspired basically because this game because of MLG. Now, some people said that the reason I went to World of Warcraft is because of some of the figureheads in World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was like an extremely small game at that time in the figurehead world. Like it was the number one game, one of the number one MMOs. Don't get me wrong. It had lots and lots of people. It was just not, there was no such thing as figureheads yet. No, like if you went to Twitch and watched somebody on Twitch, they would have 20 viewers. They'd be the number one streamer. And World of Warcraft just wasn't off the ground like it is now. You would not believe me, but the number one streamer would have 29 viewers at times at World of Warcraft. 29. I remember watching it one day, and I would be going through. I'd be going through streamers that were like extremely big that would come to World of Warcraft, and like Towley, and he would be streaming World of Warcraft. He would have like 10,000 views. He would go offline, and there'd be like nobody watching World of Warcraft after that point. So big time streamers would come around. There were still figureheads, but they were just figureheads themselves. They were people that just had massive audiences all by themselves, rather than figureheads of the game of World of Warcraft. But shortly after World of Warcraft, because World of Warcraft lasted so long, I played that game for almost 10 years, I think. I was back and forth with Call of Duty. I quit World of Warcraft almost within the first year, planning to never come back to it. All right. And I went back to Call of Duty. I went back to Gears of War. I went back to Xbox. And I just didn't have a way to like make myself want to play. And what's wild is this game owns Call of Duty now. They not only that, if you go to MLG, watch this, MLG.com, it goes to BattleNet. So BattleNet now owns Call of Duty and MLG, and MLG has been ceased to kind of exist here, which is absolutely crazy to me. Now, if we go through here, is like I want to show you something. Is World of Warcraft. I want to show you my armory here. We'll just go here. Let's go here. Now this is nowhere near one of my mains or anything like that. We're just gonna go to achievements. So one of the biggest reasons I'm making this video is because people said that I was playing this game because of other people. And I absolutely positively did not do that. I did not choose to play World of Warcraft because of other people. Now let me show you one of my best achievements was this right here. Now, one of the number one things that I went for in this game was Battlegrounds. Rated Battlegrounds weren't even real. When Rated Battlegrounds came out, I basically played this for 2 years nonstop. This is the highest achievement you can get in Rated Battlegrounds. This is top point zero or 0.5%. Top half of a percent. I had no idea I was going to get this. I thought maybe I could because it was an achievement that people could see that nobody had yet, or maybe they did. I can't remember if it was the second season or the first season. But this was in 2013. Now, let's see here. Oh, there's my guild. So we can go here to my hunter, which is this is what I got it on was survival hunter, old survival hunter though with serpent sting, multi shot. Completely different than the melee version that's out now. But anyway, I played recently and I had a beautiful time. Hunter was actually one of the top classes, and I enjoyed it. I usually did not enjoy Hunter being at the bottom of the classes, um, but they took away so much from the game that I enjoy it less because they just took away so much from Hunter that it's just streamlined like Arcane Mage basically now. Like Hunter literally feels like old school Arcane Mage, where back in the day it was a beautiful, extremely complicated game. Now look at this. This is the last time I played. I'm in M plus 2455. Now, what's an extremely high mythic score rating? Honestly, 2455 is pretty high. Um, it, at around this point, people start cheating in World of Warcraft. So the whole idea here is like I'm just trying to show you where I was in World of Warcraft before I moved on. I moved on and I started playing all kinds of different games all over the place. My Twitch career started then, and then not necessarily career, but my Twitch and YouTube documentation started around this point. Now I was trying to stream, but I just couldn't in the past. I Internet was nowhere near as good as it is now, and when I would stream, it'd be just completely god awful. Like if you went to my stream and you go to like the beginning of my Twitch,
OMG.
now check this out. This is my quality.
Fear. Barkskin.
It doesn't get better than this, I'm telling you.
Trinket. Dark Simulacrum. Anti-magic shell. Cloak of Shadows. Hell of Terror.
Needless to say, I was not 2400 elo by this time. This was maybe when I was 1800 elo. And I had a lot more videos of World of Warcraft too. And here you go. League of Legends is another one I want to talk about right afterwards. League of Legends became one of the number one most competitive games in on the planet, and 11 years ago, I made my choice to basically start playing. And here's one of the first clips on my stream of League of Legends
He's
playing
like,
it.
fuck you.
I recommend skipping.
I remember all of these people. These are all my friends who Flash, Real.
I guess they're really trying to team fight now.
Oh, but now let's talk about League, because if you watch somebody that came from World of Warcraft and they can be professional at World of Warcraft and they'll be trying to play League, they can literally suck it. All right. I sucked at League. I was bronze.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Oh, you just
Fucking
fucked.
raped Lisa, dude.
That was
Rape.
hilarious.
Did you see what? Yeah.
You just fucked.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. This is a big pre-made game. All these are my friends. I was the support 11 years ago. League of Legends. I played that for, I don't know, maybe 7 years. And I still played it. I played it this year too. I played it almost every single year, at least a couple games. Sometimes I take like a year break and I go back and see like if I'm gonna have fun with it. In the last 2 years, I played for a couple days and I couldn't have fun with League. So I've been just bouncing around between all kinds of different games. And now Summoner's War takes over and my stream actually takes off and I get lots of views, lots of viewers consistently. All my videos are doing good, getting thousands of views on just my VODs and my videos. I'm getting thousands of daily like viewers, unique viewers every single day. People are donating lots of monies, and they donated so much money that I built a new um, battle station, basically a workstation for the stream. I kept working and growing and working and growing, and I kept getting money and investing money into it, and people would give money to the stream, and I just couldn't go the distance. I got bored, and I ended up choosing H1Z1 was one of the biggest games at the time that was out of my wheelhouse. I played so much League of Legends. In between all of these Summoners War videos, I was playing League of Legends. Look at this. I have Pokemon Go clips in here as well. Like I'm swapping between games because I'm bored at this point. And I get up here, I try Clash Royale. I get addicted to Clash Royale. I even went semi-pro at Clash Royale. Not publicly, like privately. Like I was in the top 90% of Clash Royale privately in leaderboards and just skill wise. And I arguably would still be in the top 90% of Clash Royale if I, you know, tried really hard and, you know, powered through the hackers. Especially if there wasn't hackers. If there was no hackers in Clash Royale, this game would be golden. I would still play it right now. That's the only thing that got me off Clash Royale is hacking. People move the pieces afterwards. Like they'll move a piece after they've placed it. It's crazy. Yeah, they're hackers. Doesn't matter. H1Z1, 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 and I started doing Mobile Monday to try and like farm some views, man. Because I figured lots of people would like mobile games and Mobile Monday, and they did. We had a lot of fun on Mobile Monday. I had a lot of return. I had a lot of people coming in to my stream. I ended up going to Path of Exile. Path of Exile. I actually went pro at Path of Exile. How do you go pro at Path of Exile? Like I literally truly went pro. Like, look at this video, 3.5K views. Um, I actually got an alt art demigod, which means at the time was first place. Nowadays it's top 3 per like subclass per awakening or whatever. But anyway, Skyforge was a good game. A lot of these games, Warframe, I'm still on Warframe. Warframe Black Desert, I have both those installed right now. Warframe Black Desert, 7 Days to Die, and Trove is all I have installed right now. And all I've been playing is Trove right now. I have it up right now. I'm farming in the background, AFK farming the ship. Clash Royale, Diablo, Immortals, more mobile games. I'm basically just going through whatever I can get fun out of. Arc mods, great fun. BDO. Summoners War Chronicles comes out, and it completely changes my life. I swear to God. Like if Summoners War Chronicles never would have came out, I would have looked down on Summoners War for pretty much the eternity, the end of forever. But Summoners War Chronicles comes out, and it's literally one of the best games of all time, and it still is. The only problem is it's hosted by a money-hungry company. That's literally the only problem. And if it wasn't hosted by a money-hungry company, this would honestly be one of the best games of all time. The end. Period. Like if it was like Pokemon, and here's the problem: is like they they have such a good release schedule and rarity, like and artwork and difficulty scaling, and everything's just perfect. This game is magically beautiful. It's just ruined by money. Like they wouldn't refund $10 when I literally made a mistake purchase and they banned my account. And my account's I mean, it's not banned, it's ransomed for $10. They want $10 from me and I'm just never going to pay them. But I ended up playing lots and lots and lots of Summer's War Chronicles, investing a lot of time. I quit for a year in Summer's War Chronicles and then I came back and it was still fun. And then I literally got I was like the number one player in Summer's War Chronicles on my server. I was the number one PvEer on Summer's War Chronicles on the leaderboards. Basically Mythic Pluses in a way, where I was the number one guy in the game. I had all the knowledge from the previous game, and it scaled into this game, and not many people had that knowledge or ability, and I was able to basically dominate the leaderboard on my server. Dominate it, absolutely. Like almost every single leaderboard had my name at number one. I would say 70% of the leaderboards had my name at number one. And if it wasn't, it was because it was like team-based stuff in which my name was still on the leaderboards in like the top 10, almost always. So my name was like dominating leaderboards. And then get this, I come back after quitting the game for a year and I do it again. I catch up to everybody. I do it again. I'm in the world's top 100 again for a little bit. Now, I could not play Battlegrounds and I could not play Live Arena because I was just hacked out so hard. I was like target hacked. I could not play the Live Arena and I could not play Battlegrounds. It was impossible. But I still somehow found a way to get on the top of the leaderboards in the PvE. I found ways to get rank ones in certain PvE leaderboards. I found rank, you know, North America top ranks. Even after taking a year break on this game, I was still able to come back with massive strategies. The thing is the hackers gave me a break. They're like, screw it, I'm not going to hack this guy. He's not even competitive. That was where they made a mistake. Is I know every single corner and how to cut them. They weren't hacking me the whole time in PvE like they were at the beginning of the game. And I, squeezed through the cracks. They ignored me. They thought I was irrelevant and behind, so far behind that I would never catch up. I eventually did catch up. They started hacking me so hard it was almost unbearable. I was started to report people almost 5 times a day, and then I ended up quitting because they wouldn't refund $10 that I made a mistake on. But anyway, I started playing Soul Strike a little bit with them too. Soul Strike's made by the same company. It was pretty good, arcadey game. But still, nowadays, the games that I play right now is Warframe and Trove. Warframe, Trove. That's about it. Those are the games I'm playing because they're fun. People don't hack. People don't cheat. My choices in games and the way that I go in my games, even in my videos, the videos that I watch, the movies that I watch, it's all based off of fun. I don't I don't follow somebody else. Is I don't follow somebody else's lead. I'm a leader. I am the leader. Okay. I lead myself, and I lead myself through fun, no matter what. That's my goal. I'm going to find fun, and that is all. You know, there's just no guiding me anywhere else. Like I will just keep moving towards fun. And if anybody finds a way to suck the fun out of games like Warframe and Trove and 7 Days to Die and Black Desert, well, you know, I'm gonna find ways to put the fun back in. You know, Black Desert, you just move to a different server. 7 Days to Die, you just turn PvE on. Trove, you just, you know, work around the crashes and the hacks. Same thing with Warframe. Trove and Warframe are such good secure companies. Like Warframe is a security company in itself, and so is Trove. These game developers pride their security.
Now start the pumps and flood this place.
And that's what's great about these games is a lot of the modern games, the modern day PvP society right now is so brute forced by internet terrorists and internet criminals that we need more, dude. We need more people. We need people going harder, man. We need people going harder against these internet terrorists, internet criminals. And it's plain and simple. If your company is a security company and a video game company, you're going to thrive. Black Desert is that. Black Desert is like a military company and a video game studio at the same time. And I'm not playing. I know what Black Desert does in you know, in the shadows. They PMC military raid the terrorists. They will literally go out there and raid people militarianly with guns. Like I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say that exactly, but I'm talking about avataring and simulationism theory. Like they will go out there and literally blow up like botnets. And if you think that I'm kidding, I'm not. These games are good because they're secure. Now, 7 Days to Die might be the black sheep here where it's probably the least secure, but it's private servers. So it's sharded out, and the way that it's sharded out is community driven. So it's technically the most secure in a way because it's not like a private server. You just move to a different community driven server, and then whoever that is, you know, can be anybody at all, including, you know, the most security driven minded being on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like it's a crapshoot. You don't know if it's gonna be a crappy experience or an impossible to breach one. But there's my gaming history. There's me in a nutshell, starting from Atari, scaling through Nintendo and Sega and PlayStation and all the games and all the consoles. Now I don't ever play anything besides PC. If it's not on Steam, if I can't download it on my PC, I pretty much don't play it. But Omgbomber out. Thanks for watching.
OMG.